today was crazy, bro. So we seen this consolidation right here. I'm starting to look at the hour to kind of see like, what is the market gonna do in the next hour? I'm trading SPY. This kind of does make sense to me. What I like to do is on Robinhood, you can go look at the top 10 holdings of what SPY currently has, right? So I like to check on the stocks and see where they at. So you can see like Microsoft, it hit a bottom, but now it's slowly starting to creeping up. It's still down on the day. Could play a part, could not play a part. This is how I like to look at it to confirm positions, right? Same thing with Apple. So I go through all 10 of these companies and look at these top 10 companies and see where they located. Like if they on the uptrend, if they on the downtrend, if they like at the bottom of their chart and they're gonna make their move to the upside, you feel me? Like I take that into account of how long I'm gonna hold a trade, because this matters to the overall market as far as trading SPY. We also looking at that 1 hour, right? So I'm tapped into the 1 hour. I seen we had this big move. I caught this candle right here. So what I did is I waited until we created a new candle. So I was looking on really the 1 minute. The 1 minute was giving me like the best idea of what moves we would make. This candle right here, we were closing lower, right? Lower at the end of the candle body, but we were also closing weak. So I was like, okay, at the end of the day, this candle should open up red, because not only what I just explained to you, but also we were hitting the top and we kept bouncing off of the top, right? So we kept bouncing off. So here we rejected this top, we tested it again, and then we kept testing it, right? We couldn't get past that point. So I'm like, okay, if we're not making this past this point, when that new candle opens, we're gonna see some movement to the downside. And that's exactly what we're seeing, a lot of downward pressure. How I like to put the candles together is kind of like just seeing like, okay, what's going on in the 5, what's going on the 1, because you could also see it in the 1, it's starting to show that we rejected here. We tried to make a new top, but we kept rejecting. And then this is the candle that I bought in and I sold down here. So you can see that the market is telling you where it wants to go, but you got to allow it to tell you, you feel me? So I had to wait until this candle opened to decide, because we was having a lot of strength to the upside right here. And this was what was kind of scaring me, because I'm like, okay, we potentially could break out of this. And this one rejected, we closed a little bit higher. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna get a little tricky right here. And this is towards the end of the candle, remember? So I was like, okay, if we show some weakness, which we did here, and as soon as that candle opened, I got in for sales. And you can see we got out right here. And the reason why I got out right here, this kind of feels like a little support for the market. Like there was a lot of stuff going on right here. So it could be a support. And yeah, just it felt like support. It was the bottom of this major move, and the market is not that weak. Very happy with what I had today, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. All right, we're gonna get into some calls here. We're gonna play the bottom of the move. 5 minute is kind of trying to create some movement to the upside. We got 1 minute and 19 seconds left. Crazy wick action off the bottom. So we should see a solid move to the upside. You never know, man. Today's market has been absolutely crazy. Let's see how far we take this, because then now that the sellers are kind of getting on a train, like, hey, we're in calls now. So now that the sellers is on the train, we ride this train as far as we can. It was very hard for me to find an entry, so I just really waited until the end of that move to the bottom, because here I want to take it to the bottom, here I want to take it to the bottom, but I just wasn't confident enough to take it to the bottom. So we just need this, what is this, the hour? Well, the hour we have time for it to wick. 30 minute, yeah. 15 minute, yeah. Just go ahead and blow through this, bro. We ain't got time to be sitting here waiting on that. Blow through that, bro. Just go ahead and blow through that. Just pop, lock, and drop it through it. You feel me? There we go. Pop, lock, and drop it through it. There we go. Now we out, y'all. I got out. All right. Yesterday we had 219. So within 2 days we made over $100, bro. That's amazing. Almost $100. I'm waiting for this hour candle to kind of deteriorate. I want it to deteriorate and have some action like this. Now, we don't have a lot of time left in the market. You got about 3 hours left, but I'm not trying to hold it for that long. So we got about 3 candles. It could work 2 ways. The candle could dwindle down and get about halfway in the next 14 minutes. Towards the end of that 14 minutes, it could come right up, which If it does, we love it. We would love to see it. I don't think we'll test market open. Just doesn't make sense. I think we come out to like 530 and then we ride that thing up to probably about 533-ish. We take profit from there. If it goes above market, if it goes above the 52-week high, cool. But we don't have too many high expectations. Now, if I happen to miss this entry and not be able to get in, I won't take a trade today. We're up 0.72%. Getting in for a call right here is like, you're on the high end of that 1, 2, 3% of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you guys understand that, but it's kind of like you're just on the high end of getting it. Now, at any point, this thing could shoot up. But from me trading SPY's not known to be up 4, 5, 6% or down 4, 5, 6%. SPY's one of those stocks that, listen, it may go down 4, 5, 6% throughout the day, but it might close only like 1% down or 1% up or 0.5, or, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I like to think about when I'm trading as well. Is like, where am I getting in at? Am I getting in, if I'm buying puts, right? Am I getting in at a high percentage on a bearish day, you know, or a bearish setup? Am I getting in at a high percentage? Am I getting in at a low percentage and I'm going in calls on a bullish day? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of stuff that I like to think about. And I always say, I am not the teacher. I'm only explaining stuff that's going on in my brain, because I feel like everybody's brain is different, especially with trading. Like, we're all just trading against each other. So we're in 252, we're in contract price right here. That's what we like. We like that. We just need the buyers to reposition themselves. Maybe they're going to try and reposition themselves off of this right here, which I could see them trying to reposition themselves off of here. We got 4 minutes on the hour, so we should be cool. We're pretty bullish on the day, so can't trade against the trend. We might consolidate in this area. We get a new candle, and then once we get a new hour candle, we might go crazy. Or it looks like we're trying to create some momentum on the 5. And shit, I mean, 3 minutes, if we create some a bullish 15, oof, might be nasty work. I wonder if we break the 52-week high, will my contract just explode, bro? I wonder if we're gonna hold a 52-week high. I don't believe we will. So I'm just trying to get out on the move upwards. I be trying to hold my trades, y'all. I promise you I do, but it is so hard to hold your trade when I have such large size. We're sizing up pretty big for our account, but let's go. Chase it, chase it, chase it, chase it. Our sell order is at 310. So if we go super crazy psychopathic, which we could go super crazy psychopathic all the way up here, we gotta sell 309. 309. They asking at 309. They asking at 309. Come on, get there. I don't like this. I don't want this 5 minutes to close weak. I want this to close strong. As long as this closes strong, we can keep riding it. But if it closes weak, it's gonna be a questionable move. Let's go. New candle vibes. We're gonna close weak. All right, that ask is just not going over 310, huh? 310, there it is. Are we gonna get filled? We filled. We gotta get filled there. We are filled, baby. You feel me? I'm happy. I don't want to chase no 52-week high. I don't want to chase that. We let us see it, bro. Ooh, 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 ooh. I told y'all, bro, it was gonna melt off that 52-week high. Yo, this is gonna melt off the 52-week high. Like, originally what I want to get in. Oh, no, I got in below my original entry point. I want to get in here. And I got in here. That was beautiful. So yeah, great trade. I'm hopping in for calls. We got filled at 184. I just think the sellers have lost the momentum, right? A lot of buyers have came in and matched their energy, right? So we're not seeing large candle moves. We're starting to see a little bit of like back and forth. So once the sellers get weak and they're like, you know what? It's no longer going down. It's gonna push us to the upside, which then the buyers start to become dominant in this position. See, the one thing about these trades is having the mental capacity to hold through all of this up and down, up and down. Your brain just starts to literally melt off of like, okay, should I make a decision here? Should I make a decision here? Should I do this here? Okay, this is looking this way. Like, you know, it starts to just get foggy, and then like you might not get out, or you might get out. You know what I'm saying? Like it could go either way. On the 15, it's looking decent. It's looking like it could make a run. On the 30, solid 14 minutes. On the hour, 13, 14 minutes. If this goes green, Nvidia is gonna go stupid. That's my guess. Because it'll be like the bottom. It'll be the bottom of an uptrend, right? It's the start of an uptrend. So at least we'd have if this goes green, at least we'd have like an hour of people wanting to buy. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting an order in for 240. Let's see. I like to put my orders in early, so it's like I'm in the front of the line. All right, there. I just hope we don't melt off of this. The high of this contract opened at 304, y'all. Let's look at the contract where it's worth right now. It is worth 220. We're $20 away from our 240 sale, right? And Nvidia's still rolling, bro. They're still rolling. Now we're melting a little bit, but I still think we're still rolling. All right, so we're out at 235. We're having a hard time getting to 240. Not gonna sit here and be like trippy off of a couple dollars, right? It's just, I'd rather just get out at that price and secure the profit, right? And I believe we just got out. Basically hit my target, bro. 13% on account. We up $51 today. Amazing. Probably a couple cents from Tesla. Probably lost it. That's gonna balance out, whatever. We up 162 on the week. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Y'all seen every single trade that I'm taking. As the account grows, we'll start scaling back our risk, but I do want to get to a point where I want this to be like life-changing, and I don't think it has to take 5 years for you to be developed at trading. Like once you have a lump sum of money, whether that be like, you know, 5K, you can just put 5K in the market and say, hey, I'm gonna grow this 5K and I'm gonna risk this 5K all the way through. Because if you already have money other places, which this is investing, so like this is not the only money I have. So I'm looking at it as perspective as like, if I'm putting $400 into the market, $500 into the market, I'm gonna risk that $500 all the way up. Like I don't want to withdraw anything until I'm like at 6 figures. Like so, and then even when I get to 6 figures, withdrawing is gonna take away from me being able to trade more money, right? So like I want to damn near withdraw at like 500,000. So then when I withdraw, maybe I withdraw 150. Uncle Sam gonna get 50 of it. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm only withdrawing 100. Like so, that's why it's like I much rather would prefer to just keep trucking at this $500 and just keep rolling it over into, you know, I can withdraw 500K or withdraw 100K or some shit like that, bro. It's later than normal, but I was waiting for this move to kind of start happening, right? So I'm trying to see if we're actually going to start heading to the downside. I kind of like the setup that's starting to happen. It looks kind of crazy, but if you look at it from the hour, we're kind of at the top of this move, like, and it's showing signs, right? We are currently up 10%. Contract worth 407 right now. Don't panic. 1 minute can move. We could even have a solid 5-minute candle. We're up 40%, baby. 40%. It's amazing. It's amazing. So come on, man. Let's just go ahead and get this nice little. I'm cool with 50. If we could get 100, I would love to take 100, but I'm cool with 50, bro. Not even gonna hold y'all. All right, we're out. There's no way. We were up 129, but we still end up profitable. Only 3%. You know, not crazy. It's a bittersweet feeling, right? And I'm gonna say this because it's bittersweet, because this is why there's two sides to it. There's a side of like, if you hold the trade, you have a high chance of making a lot of money, right? Initially, the first move, we bought it off the top. We ate. We were up like $126 today. We ate, absolutely ate, right? Take the profit, bruh. Take the profit. The reason why I say that is because sometimes these like crazy ass trades just don't work out the way you want them to, right? I'm thinking, you know, we pull back down to like 532 and we get paid there, but it never happened. It's a learning experience. I don't need to hold those trades for that long. I did kind of full size today because I was in my head being greedy, thinking like, yo, we're gonna make like $200 today, bro. I'm gonna full size my shit. I was looking at the market on the 5, and I was going back and forth between the 5 and the 15. And I was like, yo, so we got in earlier here, and I held too long. I think it was gonna go down here. So I said, okay, we had the top here. Now, ideally, I got into this with the intentions of buying a contract for 4 days. So I got this joint for mad cheap. I got in at 80 and I seen us coming up here and I was like, you know, I bought on like kind of towards the bottom of this candle. I just knew we were coming off of a high. We created another high, right? So I'm thinking, yo, second high of the day, we're just gonna tank harder. And we did. We ended up, you know, taking a nice fall, bro. So the fall started at 10.25 and I ended up putting a sell order in that said 11.10 was kind of like the low. We put a sell order in at 11.13. It got filled at 11.13. We up 75.83 on the day. On the week, we're up 133%. On the month, only 22%. We recovered from a $60 account, and you guys have seen every trade up to that point. Learn what you can learn. I'm not trying to teach y'all. I'm just showing you the process that's helping me be consistent every single day.